Hi, welcome you all. In this video, I'm going to explain you about map visualizations. This is also an advanced topic in Tableau. So, I explained in my previous videos, Tableau supports map visualizations. We have the symbol and filled basic maps. So, in this video, I'm going to explain you more about map visualization. So, what all you can do with maps in Tableau, how to integrate with your external maps using WMS, Mapbox maps, creating your custom territories, dual axis maps. So those topics we would be discussing in this video. First of all, as I told you, when you want to analyze your data geographically, we are going to use the map visualization. So in Tableau, when you want to use your map visualizations, you should mandatorily have a geographical field in your data source. Okay, so for many reasons we create the map projects. That is, you want to have some location data in your data source, you want to show it on your map, when you want to answer some questions using a data representation using maps. So for those types of things we use maps. So mainly thing is how you bring your geographical data from your data source to a visualization. So it is something, one of the very greatest feature, apart from any other BI tools. Tableau basically supports a very user-friendly things to create on maps and integrating with external maps as well. So you can build custom territories using maps, integrate with your map boxes. Mapbox is an external map vendor where you can just use your external map vendor to use a different style, background style maps, map layers and all. It also supports WMS maps, Web Map Service Protocol, to bring into your Tableau maps. So let's see all these things using a live practical demo. So when you are connecting to any data source, you should have the geographical fields. So if you see, I have country, state, city, postal code. So these are the geographical fields. It should have the corresponding geographical role as well. So if you see postal code map to postal code, city is been having the geographical role to city. So when you have the corresponding geographical field, it is termed as a geographical field. You can use it to create your map visualization. You also have the two generated fields, latitude generated, longitude generated. These two generated fields will help you to plot your geographical values on the map. So to create a map, place your longitude on the column, latitude on the rows, and corresponding geographical field on the detail. So we have two types of maps, symbol map representation and filled map. So this is the symbol map representation. If you see, I have created a state map. So each state is being represented by a symbol. So I can put my sales to the size. So according to the sales achieved by each state, so the size varies. Even I can show a pie symbol or any other shapes inside my maps. In case if I want to show the category wise sales across each state, so I place my category to color and change it to a pie. So this shows me category wise sales across each state. For that, you just need to put your corresponding dimension associated and change it to a pie symbol. So now I am able to show my category wise sales. So this we call it as a symbol map, because if you see, we are representing the geographical areas with a symbol. In case when you want to go for a filled map, so you can also create your maps by directly double clicking on a particular geographical dimension. You can change it to filled map. So filled map, the completely area is filled up by color. Let me put the profit to the colors. So based upon the profit, so which state has highest and lowest profits, I have the divergent colors. I can also put my profits to the label section and add a quick table calculation to show the percentage of total. So this is filled map, and this map we call it as a symbol map representation. So these two are the basic maps that has been available in Tableau. So we also have dual axis maps. When you want to create a dual axis maps, so you place your longitude, latitude. So first let me create a state map. So this is a state map. Let me place latitude again. and in my second map, from my marks card section, I remove my country and state, and let me place the city. So first map, let me make it as a filled map and place my sales to the color, and this is your city map. In order to make it dual axis, click on your second latitude and choose dual axis. So this we call it as dual axis maps. You have a combination of your filled and your symbol maps. So how to build your own custom territories? So you can build your own custom territories using two methods. One is grouping, another one is assigning a role. If I want to show my region-wise sales and profit, when I place my region to the color, but region doesn't have a proper geographical role. So in that cases, I cannot show my region-wise profit and sales. Even I've placed my sales and profit value, it splits across each state. What if I want to show the total sales and profit across each region? So in that case is either I have to build my own territory or I have to make this as a geographical field. So in order to build your own territories, let me clear this. Create a state map again. Make it as a filled map. So like using method grouping, let me build my own territory. Group by state and country. So similar to grouping, you will have the group added to your dimension. You can edit it. So now I have my own territories that has been built where I can find what is the total sales and profit. So this is one method to build your custom territories where you select the particular geographical areas and you build your own territory using grouping. So else another method, see this is a region, so I want to show the region wise, right? So region, I can just create a geographical role, create from state. So now region is a geographical field, I can directly plot it on the map, make it as a filled map. So now let me put region to the colors and I can show my total sales and profit. So these are the two methods to create your custom territories. That is, one is by grouping, another one is by assigning a geographical role. These are the basic things you do with a map. And also you have for each maps you have a map layer. You can go to map, click on the map layer. So you have the three styles. Light, by default you have the light background style. You can also have a normal background which will show the coastal lines with a blue color shade and a dark background. Either of the three styles you can choose a normal or a light or a dark background, and washout is to adjust the color shading, and repeat background will repeat your background in the non-map areas as well. And these are the map layer, default map layers which is already specified in your maps. In case if I want to include coastal line borders, I can include my coastal line borders. So you could see the coastal line borders is there. If I want to include US metro boundaries, I choose US metro boundaries. So metro boundaries is being placed. So you could see clearly the metro boundaries. I can also, so in map layer you have the different map layers. According to the requirements you choose. So some layers are default selected, some layers are not selected. So if I want to show metro boundaries, I use metro boundaries. Else I can remove the metro boundaries. Same. Metro boundary labels or area code boundaries, I need to show the area code boundaries. So whatever map layers you wish to choose or appear on the maps, you can choose it on your map layers. You also have a data layer which is going to show some data related information. By default, you have US related information. So US census data. So if I want to show the male female ratio, I can choose male female ratio by state or a country or a region. You can choose it. And also I have a different color coding also to show the male female ratio. And the legends you would be able to refer. So these are the default map layers or the data layer that is been available in maps. So you can use it in order to show it on the maps. By default, you have some layers which is already selected. Based on the requirements, we choose the different map layers and the data layers. So you also have a map option for to search for a particular area, or for zoom in or zoom out. Reset map option, pan zoom, zoom area. You have a rectangular selection. You have a radial selection, you have a lasso selection. So according to that, you can select your values. You can use this map option for searching the maps, or zoom in, zoom out, reset map, pan zoom, setting the map scale. For everything, use this map options. Apart from that, you have your Mapbox integration. If you go to map menu, background maps, map services, you have your WMS service and Mapbox maps. So Mapbox is a map vendor who produce different map styles, background styles. So you can just go and search for mapbox.com. So you can create your free sign-in. Mapbox allows you to build your own custom maps or design your own background style maps. You can create your account free in Mapbox. When you create your free account, you will be getting a default access token. So that default access tokens can be used. You can just copy the default access token. Either if you want a very specific requirement, you go use your Mapbox. You can buy the corresponding maps from the Mapbox. In that cases, you can use it on Mapbox GL. They will give you this corresponding URL, access token, everything when you purchase the maps. Else you go for a classic where you have some preset maps which is available for free. For that, you just need to create your Mapbox account. You have to take your default access token. You can use this default access token. So for example, if I want to show the satellite information. So I choose satellite. Here I choose satellite. So now you will be having a satellite background for your maps. If you go to map layer, Mapbox satellite would be selected. So in Mapboxes, when you integrate with Tableau, you have some kind of free map services which has been available. For that, you just need to create your account with Mapbox. Then you can use all these preset styles. So if I want to use the outdoor, in that cases, I just need to paste the access token. I use outdoor. So I will be getting outdoor map. So whatever background style I needed, you can choose from the preset styles, or you can contact your Mapbox vendors and you can purchase different map styles also. Tableau also supports WMS maps, a web map service protocol. You will be getting different WMS map providers. So we have so many map providers. Even if you see, Tableau uses OpenStreetMaps. OpenStreetMap contributors give online maps to Tableau. So that's why it's a kind of an interactive maps which is directly imported from OpenStreetMap. So when you have any kind of map requirement, we contact the map vendors and purchase different types of maps. So WMS, I have some sample WMS URLs. So you can go for any kind of WMS. You can search for WMS providers in Google as well. You will get lot of WMS providers. So you can purchase that particular WMS or download it for free. So this is something WMS related to Jepco Global Mathematic Grid. So I add this. So now I will get the corresponding map layer, so I can show whatever maps related to JEPCO that can be shown on my maps. So you can also purchase or you can use the WMS maps. Once you have used, you can also import those WMS maps. So you would be having option to import as a TMS file, Tableau map source file, and later on you can export it, and later on you can import it. So that you don't need to add the WMS URL every time once you use it. In case if you have the reusability, you just save it with a TMS file, export it, it will get saved as a TMS file, and later on you can use that TMS file in your other worksheets as well. And you have background images where you can add images, different background images using the corresponding length and width of the images. Browse the images, like when you want to create a floor maps and all. For that you use this background images option. So when you are adding any data source, new data source, in that cases, if it is not recognized by Tableau, for example, I've connected to an India map, I could see some fields are unknown. In that cases, I can go here and edit the location. So either you click on the unknown fields and edit location, or go for maps and edit location. So where you would be able to edit the location. So either Tableau automatically maps the location, else it will show as unrecognized or unambiguous. If it is unrecognized, in that cases it may be due to some spelling mistake or different names which is not matching with Tableau's location. So when you want to edit a location, first you have to check three things. First, the proper hierarchy is being placed. Sometime we may connect to an India map. If you see here, it will point to US, so that none of the areas would be plotted in your maps, because it will search for Indian states with the US. So first check a proper hierarchy is being mapped here. Then you can check. So Andaman, so unrecognized. Unrecognized, you have some matching locations. So from this you can select it. So here we have Andaman Nicobar, but the data source I have Andaman, that's why Tableau is not able to match it. So I select Andaman Nicobar. Same for Gujarat. You can also show only unmatched location, so you can easily select it from the unmatched location. And the third method, if it is unambiguous, that is the particular state or a area, geographical area is not present in Tableau, you will not able to find from your drop down also. In that cases, you can manually enter your latitudes and longitudes. For example, for Maharashtra, let me go here and Google my lat long for Maharashtra. So you can enter your latitude, longitude. If you could not find that particular state or a country or any geographical area from your drop downs. So these are the three ways you can edit the location in Tableau. So what if you have some entire geographical area which is not recognized by Tableau? In that cases, you use this geocoding option. Custom geocoding helps you to plot entire new geographical areas into Tableau. That is, you are going to have your geocode values in a separate CSV file, and that file would be imported. So you can go to map, choose geocoding, import custom geocoding, and you choose the map location file and give import. So what Tableau will do, Tableau will search for the particular locations from Tableau's location. If it is not able to find it, so it will refer the custom geocode file, that is the external CSV file which has the corresponding latitude, longitude for those particular areas, or a town or a city or a hospital. It may be any small geographical information also, where you are referring those latitudes, longitudes from an external file. So that can be easily imported in Tableau. So when you use a custom geocoding, it is as an external file which is going to be placed in your local Tableau repository, so that it, even when you send your file as a TWBX, that file is also been as a packaged content, so that we don't need to send it separately. So it is going to go as a packaged content. So once the custom geocoding has been imported, you would be able to see a small box symbol here for your geographical symbol, which will be referred by a custom geocoding. When you see a small box symbol, it states it is a custom geocoding referenced file. So your custom geocoding not only helps you plot the areas which is available in your data source, it also helps you to create a new geographical role which is not even present from your original data source. Like you have country, state, city. If I have a particular town in a particular city which is not present in my data, but if I want to bring in through a custom geocoding, it's possible. So let's see. Okay, still it's been importing because it takes some time since it needs to refer those latitude, longitude values from a external referenced file. So that's why it's taking some processing time, where first it will search for the corresponding latitudes, longitudes which is available in Tableau, and then only it is going to refer an external file. So that's why for retrieving the rows it takes some time, and then finally it will importing the geocoding. Once we have imported the geocoding, it is going to be placed in your local memory until you manually remove it. Since we have already the values mapped correctly, it's not taking it up. Let me show you an example where it is being referenced by a custom geocoding. So you could see the small box symbol. This indicates this is through a custom geocoding. So in maps geocoding, you could see the it's already imported. So it has a small box with your geographical symbol. This indicates this is referenced by your custom geocoding. So we have many types of map visualizations, different types of maps in Tableau. Whatever I have explained, that is integrated with Mapbox or a WMS map using different styles. We also have polygon maps. You can calculate different geographical areas, the distance between geographical areas. So everything that has been possible with Tableau using maps. Hope this session gave you an idea how to use map visualizations in Tableau and how to integrate with external maps, edit your locations using custom geocoding, building your own custom territories. Thanks for listening to the video.